Here's this week's My Boat feature.
It's an absolutely beautiful fall day today, but unfortunately, it's the end of the boating season here. So this week on My Boat, we're going to take you through the steps of doing your fall maintenance and winterizing of this Mercury 64-stroke Bigfoot. Step 1 is to add fuel stabilizer to the fuel tank so it will be distributed throughout the entire fuel system when you're warming up the motor. Next, allow several minutes to warm up the engine using a set of muffs on the lower unit and never run at more than an idle. Now, as well as using the old-fashioned muffs to flush the motor and keep the coolant going through it as you warm the engine up, the newer Mercury outboards all have this flushing port, so we're able to put the hose directly to the motor. With the engine warm, remove the cowl and hose and set out a pan for the oil and remove the drain plug from the mid case and let the oil drain. Hopefully you'll catch it all. Before changing the oil filter, stuff some rags past it to catch any drips. Then use either a small strap wrench or fitted wrench with a 3/8 ratchet drive to remove the filter. Before installing the new filter, coat the gasket in oil and only hand tighten the filter so it is easily removed. You will need a funnel to fill the crankcase, and I cannot stress enough that you have to use oil specified for 4-stroke outboards. Automotive does not cut it. It's best to use OEM oil. The 64-stroke will take 3 liters of Mercury 25W40 oil. After idling the motor to circulate the oil to the filter and checking it for leaks, you should verify the level. As well as an oil and filter change every 100 hours, Mercury also recommends servicing the gear case and prop shaft, so the prop and components were removed. Removing the drain screw in the vent and fill plugs made quick work of draining the gear case. Well, while the gear oil is draining out of the case, we're going to move on, let it drain, and go to some of the points for inspection and lubrication, starting here with the prop shaft. First, clean off the old grease and inspect the shaft for damage in fishing line and other debris that can damage the shaft seal. Then apply a generous coat of Mercury 2,4C to prevent corrosion. Also clean and inspect the prop splines, thrust washer and hub, and re-lube and reinstall the prop. Well, the next thing we're going to do is lubricate some of the swivel points on the motor with Mercury's 2,4C grease, which comes in the cartridge size for these grease guns. So the first one I'm going to tackle is right here. The most tedious task for the 100-hour or fall maintenance is using a hand pump to refill the gear case with OEM regular or synthetic gear lube. When lube flows from the level hole, replace the level, vent, and fill screws, remembering to replace the gaskets. Next week, we'll wrap up the maintenance on this Mercury 4-stroke.